Greetings, world and famille. We are Wednesday, November 6th. And I am coming to you today to say a big bravo, congratulations to our glorious brothers and sisters in the US of A for the great win that we have received, and I say we as in the world is grateful for Donald J. Trump's win this morning, I guess, early this morning. But first, a little bit of feel good. To you, the world, as we love you. Yay! So yes, what an incredible time it is. And of course, for many of us, of course, this was going to be a thing. There was no turning around from it. It had to be the way that it came to be. Now, of course, I did see for the last year that these elections might or might not happen. And if they would, it would look like something very different than what we've come to know about up to date. And obviously, we did switch timelines. What is amazing and fun to notice is that the day before, so November 4th, around 11 at night or midnight, the Schumann's resonance got a huge white spike. And the Schumann's resonance is Gaia, and the Schumann's resonance is the electromagnetic reading of her heartbeat. And when we have such a divide of a white line, this generally speaks and directs that we have moved or transferred timelines. There's a time shift that happened. So obviously, Gaia is loud, proud, online, and ready to take her throne back within our universe. Her sleep is over. We got so much boots in the ether, boots on the ground, that of course, the time of this reign of imprisonment and battering down and enslavement is over. It was leading up to it. There was no running away from it. We are entering the golden era, the rise of the phoenix. And so it's just really beautiful. And I am so happy about the Schumann's resonance on November 4th. I knew in which direction we were going. The gold back standard, and we would have the general-in-chief of the military, Trump, in charge, as he's always been, but now would come up to the surface, to the public, and then it's, like the visual takedown of the deep, dark Khazarian mafia cabal. But because of this time jump, this different timeline, we did not have to go, or as of yet, it looks good. I don't know what's going to hold in the next few days. I can do a reading about this after, but I really wanted to come on and talk about Trump today. I woke up at 4. I was so excited and put on all the news, and it was glorious. I thought for sure that it could have been delayed because of the shenanigans that happened the last time around, right? Which we're all pretty confident that he did win then. Was it stolen? Well, perhaps it was the White Hats playing a game in order to have this time under the Democrat regimes so that people could start waking up and seeing what happens in that kind of emprise. But anyways, I'm straying now. So I'm just really happy that we did have this jump and that we did not have to go through it, because it speaks volumes, this timeline jump. If Gaia, felt to come online, is because that she felt that her family, us residing upon within her, have made the work in that our conscience has spiked and we are awakening with her to such an elevated percentage globally that we don't have to go through what other possibilities was in order to reveal the underbelly that had us under its empire. Right? We've had enough PTSD. We're ready to come up and claim a rightful place alongside our beloved mother, Gaia. So this is so very exciting and happy. And again, I repeat myself, so happy we didn't have to stretch it out or like the military had to show up. They were around. Oh, yes, they were. But I guess that they just opted and like, no, we're going to go for this timeline. Things are going smoother. Enough are awake. I don't know what the percentages of this is. I'm feeling the number 86 just off my higher self. So that would be maybe 86% of humanity would be awake. Higher self, oversoul, and pendulum. Would that be accurate? The number 86% of humanity would be awake. And this is why we jump timelines. Okay, would it be above 90%? Changing gears. And you can give me a little bit more pizzazz. Like you can move, rock it a little stronger. So no, so I got the feeling that 86 is the number. Yeah, give it some more swing to it. So there we go, guys. This is what the number I'm getting is. So, yay, yay, yay. Commander-in-Chief, General-in-Chief of the military. So I guess that soon we'll now have the EBS, right? But I don't think it's going to have to be as alarming as what another timeline would have been. We'll just have to see what happens from now on. But one thing's for sure is I believe to remember that for January, maybe the 20th, that they're working at making America healthy again. So that's the removal of all fluoridation within the water in the pipes, the water that comes in your house, so removing the fluoride. So and that's a big thing. So we're probably going to see also, the medical system crash. There must be so many people afraid right now. And then in the EBS, I guess it's going to be a lot of truth from the past. Speaking about the last election, talking about the pandemic. I mean, for us here on this channel, these are all things we know of. But again, there are some people that still don't know. And although, accordingly to my higher self, 86% would be somewhat awake, but we're not all at the same level. So we got to be very patient with our little brothers and sisters. And I say little just because they lack the development of what we know of, okay? So they're brand new, like where we were once. Me was about, my real awakening was 10 years ago, but I was always a rebel. I never liked conformity. I always was against the status quo. So, I'm not of this world, I volunteered to come here. So, sometimes you just know as a child things that make sense or not. I'm part of that group. But this is not about me right now. So, yes, I'm talking a lot because I'm so excited. And truth be told, this is my 5th cafe. And I love my cafe. So, here's to you, to us, to the world, to a new, beautiful direction. The golden era, the gold back era, a restored, bloody republic. Isn't that gorgeous? I'm so excited. So I also want to talk on another subject. So leading up to today, it's very funny, right? Because, when I go on YouTube, I'd see the regular mystics that, had inspired me or that I follow because I seem to get the same message. I like their energy and we see eye to eye on the same topics, right? It's all about the children that we want the demise of the deep dark Khazarian mafia cabal, and just very aware of what like religion and the Vatican and all that stupid fucking garbage that is no more. But these would be like the mystics I'd follow. But like maybe within the last 6 weeks, I had a variety of pop-ups of other like tarot readers and mystics claiming to be like not astral travelers but remote viewers, and they were saying all the opposite of what I've been seeing, I've been getting, or the ones that I look up to or follow have been saying, like really like divide. And, it's so funny. And I was talking to my mother about this, right? Like, how could it be that, like, I get such a story about what history is, where we are going, who's working for the light, and yet they're saying all the opposite? Like, how could it be? Like, is it because they're on a different timeline? Is it because they're not really good at what they do? Is it because they are influenced by dark entity? Like, there's so many reasons why. But, like, I'm not going to be here today and say, ha, you were wrong. I mean, I feel it a bit, but this is not the reason why I'm talking about it. I think that it's going to also be a golden age, a golden era where even for the mystic community, right, through everything that has happened, it's going to bring light to it because there's a lot of controlled opposition in this community as well. And I was telling, like I was saying earlier to my mom, asking her, like, how can they be speaking like all on the other side and believing that these things will win? And like, don't they see what we've been battling for? The children, the market, the traffic. Like, do they not see like what the alliance, the white hats have been fighting against? Like, if they're so spiritual, how could they not know about Adrene ad no ad chrome? What the fuck? That makes no sense to me. So, yeah, and there was one specific, I'm not going to name her name, but maybe some of you will know just by what I'm going to say. And I want to say this because I thought it was just so fucking gross. It was maybe a month ago, stating that she had done a remote viewing and now she is speaking as if within Donald Trump. And she's stating how when she says my, it's not because she's speaking as him. My odor is disgusting. I smell of fecal matter, and that's because I got Alzheimer, and when you have Alzheimer, you lose bowel control, and everyone around him feels that he smells like shit, basically, because he can't control himself, because he's lost his brain. I mean, how can you say that you work for light and state such nonsense and get people to like cheer this on? And come on, guys. I mean, like, everyone's wearing a mask on that platform, but if we're going to talk about pant pooing, I mean, he's not the one who's been farting on stage. It's just so funny. It's like gaslighting. So I question their gift. And this morning I saw a few of them like, like blip blap bloop, like I just wanted to not disappoint my followers, and I wanted to believe that the kangaroo thing was gonna win. And yes, it could have been a different timeline, as I saw a timeline that the elections might not happen, and if it did, it would have looked like something different. We had the Schumann's resonance, a white flare out, that's a jump. So maybe that is like going to like and if we are having like a divide, right, like two worlds branching out with two realities, some that choose to live within the 3D matrix, which is everything that we've lived in the past and more to come. So yes, you'll have like probably a talking fridge and a talking toaster, but you'll have to have digital I don't know, scanning and pay with your blip blap bloops. And then the other ones that are going to a restored republic. So it could be. It could be that they saw something that's going there. But yeah, like it's just funny that these kind of readers popped up like within the last 2 months, 6 weeks. And there were a lot of them and saying how, kangaroo was going to win for sure. And the reason is because there's never been as many women coming out to vote. Well, I don't know about you, but truth be told, I know as a Canadian, I have more women I know who love Trump than men. So from my experience and my reality, like, well, if more women are voting, I think that would have been a good thing. But again, I think that, all these things are scripted. And it was opted because of the Great Awakening to go down a smoother channel, and which is good, right? Because if the military would have come in and say, because the military did get involved. I did see clips where there was some hanky-panky happening in certain states with the voting systems. One area, I'm not too sure where in the world, was at Dallas. Someone found a folded up paper with passwords and passcodes and everything to enter within the I mean, it's just like, I think that was someone from Louder with Crowder. Yeah, I think it's related on his side. But they filmed it and documented the phone call, and so quite impressed. So there were shenanigans, but what am I trying to say? I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm really happy that, we didn't have to go through all that. And the reason why is because we've had a timeline shift, a time split, because Gaia is online, and apparently 86% of us, her children, are somewhat alert, awake, or awakening. So that's the Great Awakening. So it means that we can jumpstart this, right? So everything coming up, there's going to be revelations. It needs to come up. To us, to some, it won't be shocking or as shocking. To others, traumatizing. But we will be good big brothers and good big sisters. Because let's not forget, not all of us had someone when we awoke. When we woke. Awakened. I don't ever want to use the word woke again. When we had awakened. I had no one. 10 years ago, I had the internet. That's all I had. And so, we're going to be like good, sentient beings of love. And, I mean, we'll find happiness in that, the restored republic. We don't need to, you bitch, and you said this and you said that. Although I did talk about these mediums and psychics, but I want to see this time shift. I want to also understand, and maybe it's going to help our community, right? To like, okay, let's weed this out. Perhaps, because our community has been infiltrated by off-world energy, but a lot of the demon kind are exterminated right now. Like, it's all beautiful. We've had a lot of boots on the grounds, boots in the astral. So off-world energy, military with off-world in communication, in working together. Groups as Alabar Jones and his group of veteran astral travelers doing the good fight, as they always do. And every single one of us, who would tap into our higher selves and talk to the universe and wish a golden era. Like, everything counts and matters, and now it's just to weed out, right? So that It just goes smoothly and we don't go back. I don't think we can go back. I think it's done. Silver era is over. So, blip, blap, bloop. Without a further ado, I think I'm gonna call on to my higher self. And let's ask, now that Donald Trump has won, so there's Gaia, Mother Earth, the Queen of Pentacles. I'll put her back in. Now that Donald Trump has officially won the presidency of the USA as, is it 47th? What can you tell us of what's to come? So let's look within maybe the next, let's go to January. So November, December. So for the next 2 months, higher self, oversoul, and universe. Please tell us what can be seen, what to be expected, revealed within the next 2 months, going into January of 2025. All right, we are ready. Let's cut, let's rock and roll. Oh, and the sun's coming out. Yay. First in line. Okay, so there is inner conflict, the first card with the Five of Swords. So that's leading on to the question. So War of Words, inner conflict. And then that was the good military, a strategy, a man with a plan, triple, quadruple chess player. So military. So whatever's happening now has been planned for quite a while. And then it's about one of generosity coming in, rebalancement with the Six of Pentacles. So in the now moment, we're going through a great sense of slow-moving healing with the Temperance, major arcana. So within the next year, there's going to be cleaning, cleansing, purifying. Heartbeat, we've tamed the motherfucking beast by the mouth, right? So yeah, I see that like as the Alliance, the White Hats, General-in-Chief of the military, Trump, you know, because I think he's more than a president guy. Taming the beast by the mouth. Because I'm not sure if an actual president has dominion over the military. Like, I'm not well versed, but I got a feeling from what I understand that it's two different things. Anyways, back in action. And then, yes, everything grueling is coming to an end. See, us as humankind, the human species, we've been going uphill with all of these weights over our shoulder, and we're ready to drop them. Tensor endings in order to have a glorious rebirth. So for the future, so although there's going to be a juggling, decisions to make, yay, nay, left, right. Alpha card, so granted the universe a restoration about passion, creativity, excitement. And ninth and final card, we're holding the world in our hands in the 11 portal, ready to travel across sea to that golden age, that gold-back system, the restored republic. Clarifying spread. So we've been very uncomfortable for a very long period of time. So I got, what here? 1, 2, 3 major arcanas. But we're enlightened now, okay? So that being uncomfortable seems to be at an end. Aha! You know, 86% of us were at one stage or another of being awake. Never woke, we'll never use that word again. Heartbeat, so I had the 2 of Wands, now the 3 of Wands. So as I said, the 2 is holding the earth, the world, Gaia within our reach, or she's holding us, and we're planning our destiny. But now with this one is that we've done all the planning and we're waiting for that ship, that plane to come in so we can actually depart, right? Hotel reservation is done, like everything. It's glorious. And the final card, the clarifying, is we've won over the deep, dark Khazarian mafia. The deletes. Ah, yay. Under deck of the Golden is Gaia, Mother Earth, the Empress, restored Golden Age. So one golden major arcana in regards to this higher self, oversoul, and universe. So we got the Emperor that jumped in, which is my trump card. Yay! So Trump trumps the Khazarian mafia. I'm loving it. What's the underdeck? About secrets, lies, illusions, delusions. The underdeck of my other deck is we're moving out of troubled waters. The troubles are here. That was back then. And now we're going here. Smooth water. Yay, yay, yay. Restored fucking republic. I am loving it. I am loving it. So there you go, guys. That was my little, well, what I wanted to share about this AM with regards to the elections going as we all knew they were going to go, but without fuck-ups or interference. I am so happy, and, you know, like, Mother Earth, Gaia, is so online right now. It's glorious. It's going to be glorious for all of us. We are all the rising phoenix. I hope I bring you excitement. I'm so happy, and although I woke up at 4 this morning, I'm probably going to be wired for the next 2 days. And surely I'll come back to you, because as the day develops, and, you know, if I see anything of interest, I'll come to you. But right now is a time to celebrate, not a time to go piss, well, I don't know what to call them, the other side, or, you know, like the ones who did not want this to happen. It's not a time to do what they would do. Okay, we got more class. And, you know, I want to share with you, you know, like, I do not consider myself like someone, I've never said, like, I'm left or I'm right, okay? So I am a free sentient being. So with that, like, I don't need a label. But I've always had, and I have strong values that correspond to the conservative side, right? I love these values. So let's not do what maybe, you know, because we've seen it, what the other side does. They shoved it in our face when they had won the stolen whatever election. And we're not, I wish, and I ask the universe that we are more conservative, you know, like, you want to ask questions, fine, but, you know, they need to wake up, or if they don't wake, well, you know, go to your 3D matrix of a world and live that way. I don't know what to say, but, you know, let's be on the higher ground, because it's very tempting. I got to agree, you know, because we've been laughed at for so long. But again, you know, if we're awake, we're more mature. And I'm very curious to see, like, within the spiritual community, what will become of this. You know, I've already seen some skating. But anyways, it's none of my business, right? I mean, what is made to come out will come out. And I just want my department to be a cleaner department, because, you know, it, not that it hurts me, or, but, you know, it makes a lot of people more, I don't know, you know, question or not believe. And I don't even know if that really matters, but that's enough rambling for me. So today I am very happy, and I hope you're all happy, and I love you so very much. So be good, be kind to yourself, and have a blessed, glorious day. Rock and roll. Cheers. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I love you.